Hello everybody, welcome back to more Rings of Power with me, Alan and Jeremy.
Hello.
Interested to be jumping straight in and getting answers to some of those questions that were set up in the first half, in the first episode. I didn't read a lot about this, but I did see a lot of people going, oh, episode 1 was a bit like setting up the pieces. Episode 2 is where some cool stuff happens. Now, to be clear, by cool stuff, I do not need everything to be a Transformers movie. Like, I don't need full... I am happy to have whole episodes dedicated to people chatting. Well, let's not mess about. Let's get straight into it, shall we?
Cool. Let's do it.
So let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. Upside down Big Dipper there. You see that? It's like the big... On the right-hand side, it was like the Big Dipper, but upside down.
I am actually glad that we are seeing... Because I didn't want it to be a case she was just then back on Middle Earth. I do kind of want to know what happens if you...
Yeah.
That's handy. All that fire hasn't burnt away that cloth covering his nads.
Yeah. It's not like one of like Gandalf's people or something.
What, wizard?
Well, yeah, but the wizard are all like, they're a different race, aren't they? They're actually like a different kind of race.
Yeah.
Altogether.
I didn't think they come down from the sky though.
Well, I don't know. That look on her face was brilliant.
What the fuck? Well, this guy's got some power.
Must have been a starfall.
Maybe Henry will help.
Can't take him fucking seriously.
Oh no, it's hard, isn't it?
Any signs to need?
Oh, here we are. She looks ill-dressed for this situation.
Have orcs trampled through there, do we reckon? Are they going to be the love that never happens?
Maybe. Like us.
Yeah, like us. Oh wow, look at that city.
Have you considered seeking partners outside the confines of our own race?
Get the dwarves in, mate.
How far outside?
There you go.
Yeah.
Khazad-dûn.
We seek an audience with Prince Durin.
No.
No.
I invoke the right of Sigyn Tarag. What is the right?
Oh. That sounded ominous.
Yeah.
Look at their little helmets.
Look at their little helmets. I love that.
Whenever anyone goes somewhere to like a dwarven thing, there's always ominous shit going on. Isn't there? We've never seen someone where it isn't. It is great to get to see like a functional dwarven thing in Lord of the Rings.
Really like it.
We always get the arse end of them. Oh, let's hope this doesn't go as badly for him as trying to outdrink Legolas did in the movies. Settle down.
Calm down. It's like me when someone wakes me up from the sleep.
The Ents are going to be pissed.
It's not Sauron, is it?
Well, it shouldn't be, right? Sauron's already about.
Harm you.
I know, but we haven't seen him. He's disappeared, didn't he?
You won't harm me.
I guess. I see we ain't come from space. Sauron was Elven as well.
That's a start then, isn't it?
Or disguised himself as an elf anyway.
This is like to get
From what I understand.
Square wheel. So
Nah. Oh.
it's not straight.
Is he predicting something that's about to happen?
Oh,
you bastard.
Come closer.
I guess this is the Adrift bit.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving her adrift.
Oh, there you go.
Sharing your rations with her then.
See how she hid her ears?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. I've decided that's the point to say it this episode.
Wow. massive.
Laters.
Yeah.
Oh.
See you later.
Oh, damn it. That would have been the moment. That would have been the moment.
Oh, fuck.
I was kind of surprised that he would have died because he felt like he was,
Yeah.
I don't know, too pretty
Yes, I
to
know what you
kill
mean,
that
yeah.
quick, if you know what I mean. Like, he felt like he had kind of main character, you know, like
Yeah.
important characterness about him.
Oh, he's getting tired.
Or is he just playing him?
Cool.
Oh.
Maybe not.
That guy.
The true purpose of your visit, you want something.
I journeyed here to see my friend whom I've greatly missed.
Friend.
You missed my wedding.
Oh shit, there we go.
The birth of my children, 2 of them. You cannot barge into my mountain and demand I welcome you with open arms.
You dick.
Oh.
You cannot claim that which you discarded.
Discarded.
20 years may be the blink of an eye to now,
That's what we were saying last episode,
Yeah.
isn't it?
but I've lived an entire life in that time.
And I would like very much to apologize to your family as well.
One apology to Disa and you're off. No getting better acquainted.
You're staying for dinner.
He's leaving.
Staying.
He's leaving.
He's staying.
Oh my god.
Hey, I told
Here come
you
those dwarf
to
kids you wanted.
stay out of my hair. Soon enough, we're left with our thumbs in our eyes. Elves for elves. No,
Has it ever been so between us?
I don't know. Has it?
Owlie's beard. Can you not find a way to mend this?
Dwarves are angry people, aren't they? They hold a grudge.
I mean, the entire village was empty.
Oh, okay. So I thought the village she was at was that
Her
one.
village.
Yeah.
No. They headed to where the cow had gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw a tunnel.
Ooh, fucking hell.
That scare you? Of course it did. Bloody pansy. Probably not a good sign. Oh,
How's that?
is that a nail? Like the end of... Okay. Claw.
That's quite a small hole for whatever's
Goblins, I'm telling you.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Crawl out of that. Oh, good sign when the rats are running away.
Yeah. You're gonna start eating your butthole if you're not careful, mate. You might want to hurry up. Fuck that. You wouldn't even know how long you're going to be under there.
Oh shit, behind him.
Behind you.
Fucking hell. Where's she gonna hide as well?
We're just gonna get...
See what they are, get a good view of them.
See, yeah. Now, we've played enough Dead by Daylight to know that that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Oh, look at that fucking hairy tongue. Oh, those claws, that's got some strength in those hands. Oh, okay. They are horrible looking creatures, aren't they?
Oh, there's his head.
Bind yourselves to me! Come on! Give me your hand!
She gone overboard. Oh, that sucks.
That seems a bit of a mistake tying herself for that.
Yeah.
It's a lantern. We use fireflies.
I can't work out if it's good or bad.
Oh, it's just kind of... oh. I don't know. He just is. See, this reminds me of like when Gandalf speaks them off.
Yeah. Oh, okay, it's making a pattern in the sky.
I wondered if they were going to be making some kind of, because he was almost drawing like star signs, and we obviously saw Galadriel like looking at them when they were out in the water.
Music's getting a bit intense. What's that in there then?
The rings. Is that what their fingers are looking for?
There's still something alive in it still, isn't there? You can see the not alive as in.
Oh, look, he's pulling his blood towards it. He's reforging it. Oh no. One of those figgy ships, could it be? Right, so there we go. That was Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, Episode 2, Adrift. So, Jez, let's have a little chat about this one. What did you think of this one compared to Episode 1?
I definitely preferred Episode 1.
You preferred Episode 1?
Yeah, I enjoyed this one. I really liked seeing the dwarf kingdom. That was really cool. I wasn't feeling the whole Adrift element of the episode.
The actual bit on the boat?
No, I don't know what it was. I don't know.
The sea creature looked very
cool. The sea
sea
creature was cool. I agree.
From a visual effects perspective, for what we saw, looked very good.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. It wasn't the most exciting.
It's obviously a way of introducing that guy as a new character who's obviously going to play a big part.
Halbrand. Halbrand.
I think I was enjoying. I think it's probably because I was just enjoying other elements of the episode more. So kind of when it went to the sea,
other stuff had more mystery to it. I was
like, oh, okay. I want to actually get back to what's happening.
Relevant. I really like the actress that's playing that Nori.
Yes,
she's kind of got that. She's got that real kind of like very similar, almost to like a Frodo feel
definitely.
Of like the want for adventure.
Those two are Frodo and Sam, in my eyes.
Yeah. So she was really good to watch. And what was her? Poppy was her friend,
Poppy.
I think.
Yeah, Poppy.
Yeah, they were fun to see together, and it really like they do give you that kind of Hobbit who. I know they're not hobbits, but Hobbit who wants to go off and do more than just follow tradition. Because obviously these people, hobbits and these Harfoots are like, obviously these guys migrate. They've got a very set idea of what they do and when they do it.
Yeah.
Whereas the hobbits don't really go beyond Hobbiton. They don't really leave the area. So, it's always fun to see that idea of a character who's got a bit more of a central adventure and obviously has done stuff in the past, right? There was this when they were wheeling that stranger guy around in a wheelbarrow. They were talking about how she'd like brought an eagle home once and stuff like that, and there was there were some fun things like that.
Well, while we're with those two, have you got any theories on Comet Man?
Well, like I said,
I still have no idea. I have no idea.
I don't know. Like, I don't know where they would go. I don't know when Gandalf and his people were supposed to be introduced to this age. So they were called like, I've just looked it up. They were called like the Maya.
Right. Okay.
Maiar. So they were a race of beings who assisted in the original creation of Ardar, location of Middle Earth. They were incredibly powerful. So
maybe coming down in comets isn't out of the realms of possibilities then.
Oh, exactly. So could he be one of them? Again, I don't know. If you go off Tolkien lore, is this the right age for them to appear? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe even if it isn't, that doesn't mean that this show is gonna. We don't know how closely this show is gonna stick to Tolkien lore, and we're not really looking at it from that perspective because we don't know that well enough to judge.
Yeah.
But could be related. Him talking to the Fireflies at the end was very reminiscent of Gandalf talking to the Moth. I like the little comment from the smithy guy with Elrond about how like Morgoth was almost turned to he almost kind of like fell for the beauty of some of the elven creations until he saw his own like evil reflected in it. That was like a nice little bit.
Yes.
Gives that idea of maybe something that's true, or maybe that kind of slightly cockiness and like self-importance of the elves, that they would think that something they could do could maybe create, so they could create something so beautiful that it could turn evil back on itself.
Yeah.
So just a fun little.
I've got a feeling they're going to forge the rings in
that tower.
That tower that they're going to create. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I say, like going off that old War of the Ring game and stuff like that, it was very. And I think it may have come up in other places. Well, I don't. Who did they talk about forged the rings at the beginning of Lord of the Rings? I can't bloody think now. Because they spoke about them giving them to people. Did they talk about the fact that they were forged by Sauron there?
No, I don't know if they did. You saw them being forged, but I don't think it was.
You saw them being forged, but I'm trying to remember who they said forged the rings. Because they say, like, 7 were given to the kings of men, 4 were given to the dwarves, 3 were given to the elves, like all that kind of thing.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember who they said forged them, and this is a really stupid thing to not be able to remember.
I'm sure we're going to find out in here.
Yeah, but I'm sure it gets... See, I have it in my head that it was Sauron that had forged them, and almost like for a trick, and I can't remember if that was part of the Lord of the Rings narrative, or if it was part of the War of the Ring narrative, or if they are the same... Because Sauron kind of disguised himself as an elf, basically, and kind of like... brought himself in with the elves, but again, I don't know how much of this is people taking liberty with the narrative, because in the sequel to that game, Shelob appeared as a human, as like a human woman. So
we'll find out in this. I'm sure we're going to find
mileage
out.
may vary. Yeah, but no, there's definitely got to be
in
something
the
about
Lord
that
of the Rings when
forge,
they're doing the narration about the rings. You see, like, I'm sure. Am I wrong in here? Or am I thinking about something else? Don't you see like
the rings of power were rings created by the elves of Ergion, 19 great rings and many lesser ones.
You see like clips of them holding up the rings, don't you? Yeah. I'm sure you do.
Yes, you do. You see it.
Yeah.
They were forged with knowledge obtained from Sauron.
Okay.
Yeah, and several of them Sauron aided in the creation of. So yeah, right. That is what I thought it was.
Okay.
And then Sauron, kind of on the sly, from what I vaguely remember, sort of forged the 12th ring.
Yeah, which controls
controls the others. Yeah. The sneaky bastard. But yeah, there's got to be something about that forge, right?
Yeah, it's going to be something on this show, isn't it? Are we gonna?
It even had a very similar, like, structural design to like Sauron's tower and stuff like that. If you looked at it,
it was
to the towers.
It looked very similar.
Yeah. Something else, actually, when we were speaking about the stranger, because he kept also saying mana. That was something he kept saying, right? He kept repeating over and over. So I'll be interested to see if we find out any more about that. And actually, something interesting with him as well, right at the end there, was that he was talking to these fireflies and they were helping him, but then they all started to die afterwards. So, a feeling of like, I don't know, maybe he's not quite, he seems a little bit cut off. Maybe he's not quite able to harness his powers correctly at this point, or is overusing them.
Well, he's very weak, isn't he?
Yeah. I thought my favourite bit of the episode, I think, was definitely, like you mentioned, getting to go and see more of the Dwarven kingdom.
Yeah, I kind of wish we'd have seen even more. I'm sure they're going to revisit. They're going to revisit that area. I kind of, I hope they do anyway. I would have liked to have seen.
Yeah, well, there's something going on there, right?
How they do the mining and. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. But no, it looked really good. It's like I said,
it was nice to see a dwarven area that is still functional, right? Because in Lord of the Rings, we went to, I've forgotten its name, but the cave where they do
Moria. Is it Moria?
The Mines of Moria. The Mines of
yeah.
Moria. They went to Moria, and obviously that had all been overrun by goblins and the like.
They had very similar, stone bridges, didn't they? In the Mines of Moria, which obviously where
you could see how that was a rundown version of this. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it looked really cool. I really liked it. I liked
the Hobbit.
Sorry, I was about to say I really like the kind of the inner waterfalls and.
Yeah,
it was nice. Nice.
That was cool. How they had the lifts and all that kind of stuff, and then obviously, as I say, in the Hobbit as well, we had where Smaug had moved into, so that had all become kind of.
Again, it was a shell of a place, wasn't it? It was
exactly. So it's nice to see a place that isn't a shell, and nice to see like big, because we've seen sets of dwarves like in the Hobbit all celebrating and cheering and partying in Bilbo's house. But, this we got to see them actually in their own environment.
It was nice having a scene with lots of dwarves together, not having to sing.
Yeah. But we got to see them have a little contest.
Yeah. Elrond
taking on Durin in the hammer contest.
Yeah.
Which I think was called The Rite of Sigin Tirharad, something on those lines. So that was fun to see. Yeah, getting to see dwarves be dwarves is always kind of fun. And then obviously Elrond got to meet the family, which was fun too.
Yeah, no, I like that. It was good to see like a couple of kids running around. Didn't see him like kind of close up.
Properly.
It was quite fun seeing him running around and seeing the type of chambers the prince would have. The tree was great. It was a nice touch.
Yeah, it was a seed given to him by Elrond, and he'd watched it grow. And funny thing was, they talk about obviously Elrond gets there and finds out that during he's like, we're mates, we're old friends, and he's super cold with him.
I love that bit of it.
And and it's interesting to find out that it was, and it kind of ties into something we were saying last episode, in that for elves, time just goes so fast that they almost are ignorant of it. He hasn't seen them for 20 years.
It's like they don't appreciate time. They don't understand.
Exactly. Yeah. He missed his wedding. He missed the birth of his 2 children. But to Elrond, 20 years is the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Dwarves live a long time, right? Dwarves still have a long life.
Yeah.
But even to him, he's like, 20 years. You've been gone a lifetime. Which I think he suddenly realizes that he should appreciate a little bit more. But no, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, no, I still really enjoyed it. I don't know. It's just they're both good. They're both good. I can't. I don't really want to say put a downer on this episode because I really enjoyed this episode, but.
I like the little callback that we obviously got because there's all the stuff going on in the village with the goblins or whatever those things are that are tunneling along.
Yeah, well, they've got some strength behind them.
Yeah.
The
goblins aren't weak, right? Because we've only seen goblins in the past. We've only really seen them fighting people like Aragorn or Legolas, who are obviously peak of So we've never really seen a human taking on a goblin or something like that. So you never really get to appreciate their strength.
What type of creature they are? Yeah, that's some type of goblin, aren't they?
There's something along those lines.
How he pushed that table to block the door was just. I thought, okay, that's some really superhuman strength there.
Yeah. No, they're definitely. It was definitely strong, but again, we've never seen a goblin take on a regular old run-of-the-mill human. So that maybe they're not an exact goblin, but there's some kind of subspecies of that. But I did like how there was a little kind of a callback to the sun in the first episode, talking about the mice under the floorboards.
Oh yeah,
in the first episode, he was talking about that the mice under the floorboards never shut up, and we didn't really think anything of it. And then in this episode, actually, we found out that it was those things tunneling along still, and they'd arrived there. So that was a nice little bit.
You can see how a small group of those, whatever they are, could easily wipe out a village.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know what they're doing with the bodies though. They obviously just eat the bodies or take them away for eating later. Maybe harvest them.
Yeah. Turn them. Who knows?
Turn them. Yeah.
Just typical though, right? That these things happen just after the elves have chipped off.
Yeah.
Just after the elves have left, all this shit goes down. But yeah, we actually got I think 3 pretty sizable cliffhanger ends.
Yeah, we did.
We had Durin hiding something. We know something's going on there. Is it something to do with the rings? Is it something to do with something they found on the ground? Right, it had a Pulp Fiction briefcase feel to it where they opened it and it was something glowy inside there. Is it some kind of mineral, some kind of something some kind of ore that they found that's powerful? I guess I'm sure we'll find out soon. The other thing, which we never mentioned last episode, we breezed over, was the sword with Sauron's mark on it.
Yeah, and how it started reforging itself
reforging with his blood.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting bit with the lad with the 50-year-old man's voice.
Yeah.
And the other thing, the last one, less of a big cliffhanger because it will be answered very quickly, is who found Galadriel?
Yeah, who's on the boat?
Halbrand, who's on the boat? Is it those people that they were worried about, seeing before, right? When they were on the when they were on the raft, where they talked about people skinning them and stuff. Is it them or is it somebody else?
I think they look to the boat and the person that you obviously didn't see their face, but I think they look like the type of characters that are too clean to be doing skinning.
More kind of mercantile, that kind of thing. Yeah. So not a big cliffhanger, but I'm definitely very ready to watch episode 3
100%.
when's that out? Friday?
Friday morning. Yeah.
Well, there we go. We've not got...
2 o'clock in the morning
at
our end. Obviously, the US get the pleasure of being able to watch it in the evening.
Yeah, we have to
early
wait
hours
for the following evening or early morning for us. No, I enjoyed this episode. Again, I couldn't fault the production value really anywhere at all. Yeah, just like consistently strong visual, and you can definitely, as we've been saying, see where that money's been going. Cool. Anything else you want to touch on with this one at all?
No, that's good.
Awesome. Okay, well, hopefully you've all enjoyed watching this video with us. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment below, let us know your thoughts about the episode. Who do you think the stranger is? If for some reason you know, please don't spoil it for us. Please don't. If there's anything that comes based off the books, please don't tell us any information, or, you know, other things you may be, for you Tolkien aficionados, please don't.
He's still Comet Man to me.
Yeah, he's still Comet Man to Jez. Yeah, if there's any things you particularly don't like, we'd be just as interested to hear that. If you want to know more or follow more of the All Maverick content, then you can always head over to allmaverick.com, where you can check out our videos, blogs, and our podcast. Or on Tuesday and Thursday evening, you can go to twitch.tv/allmaverick live, where we're playing some of our favourite games. So come and check it out. Jez is very soon going to be playing a scary game. Jez hates scary games. He's not going to enjoy it. Come and watch. On top of that, you can also go to allmaverickmerch.com, where you can go and buy yourself some lovely merchandise, not just based around us, but to do with TV shows, video games.
Yeah, pick out a nice tee or hoodie. Go
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, there you go. It's starting to get a little bit colder soon, right? Get a hoodie. You might need it. It's been raining a lot recently. And in the links below, you can find all links to our social channels. Especially check out our Discord server. It'd be great to get some of you joining there and chatting to us about all things Lord of the Rings or other shows. We'd love to just talk about general TV shows, movies, games, all that kind of stuff. Right, well, Jez, it is 1 a.m.
Yeah, going to bed.
We should probably call it an end.
Awesome. Well,
all right,
thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, everybody,
Bye-bye.
and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.